Everybody, everybody, take your meds. Ah! Fire! Fire!
the? Why'd the music start playing there? Hi, everybody! My mic's on? My mic's on. Good. Hi, everybody! You may be wondering, why am I all up close and personal like this? Yeah. Optimus Prime. We've heard, Anton. What a week. Holy shit. It's crazy. It's finally happened? Yeah. Big. Hold on. Let me get an appropriate playlist going. Hold on. I've got an appropriate playlist queued up here. Let's go with this one. There we go. Hey, why are we listening to some Final Fantasy music, you may be asking? Well, you see... Hi! Hands! These former scenes... What? What the heck? They can't appreciate Peak. They can't appreciate Peak. Okay, I have no tracking because, my phone is in use over here. Who'd have thunk? Control shit? What? Terrifying. Terrifying. Anyway. My package arrived. Hi.
That's disgusting.
What? Do I have anything you need to say about Dino Crisis? Hold on, let me think. Dino Crisis 1, 2, and 3 are completely unique entries, each of their own. There we go. Anyway. Dino Blade? Dino Blade's cool. It's not Dino Crisis. Hold on, the music's still too loud. That's better. My birthday is not my birthday. This is my birthday present, though. I ordered this for myself. 5 years ago. Stupid. No. Thank you for the 250 stream streak, B. Back when I still had the shop, I actually was already looking at ordering these. And I was like, I want these. Of course I want these. Why would I not want these? I'm gonna get myself a booster box as well. I did not get the booster box. However, then some things happened. I could not fulfill my own pre-order through my own shop, so I pre-ordered through another shop. Some things happened. I could not fulfill my pre-order through that shop. And then I just kind of forgot about it because I stopped playing Magic the Gathering for like 3 years. And then earlier this year, I was like, wow, I really regret not getting those decks. And then like a few weeks back, I was like, I still regret not getting those decks. I wonder if there's any available locally. Nope, there weren't. And so, without the ability to support local, I just ordered them off Amazon, because they still had stock. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you... the Final Fantasy Commander decks for Magic the Gathering. Hey, hey. Yeah, baby! We got them! I really wanted these. Yes, Anton. Yes? Can I do a tutorial on how to play the game? I have actually done a few of those. My #1 recommendation for anyone who's interested in Magic the Gathering is unironically download and play Magic the Gathering Arena. It's free on Steam, it's free on most mobile devices. It has a very good tutorial that'll teach you the basics. Everything else you will have to pick up by actually just like playing the game. Hehe. It is tricky to like learn. It's a difficult game to master because of all the components, but like the actual like base mechanics are not that hard. But yeah, we will be going through all of the decks with one caveat. The Final Fantasy XIV deck. What the heck? Welcome in, Raiders! Hold on, I guess I'll move. What? Why'd I do it that way? Cool. Hi, Burnin' friends! How y'all doing? Hi, everybody! Hope you had a fun time playing. I'm guessing you were playing Killer N again. Actually, can't see right now because I don't have the thing open. Yeah, playing Killer N. Hope you had a fun time playing Killer N. Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Finley Fish. I'm mostly Indian retro VTuber. In fact, I'm mostly a VTuber, but today you can see my hands. You can see my hands! And I have no tracking because my phone is in use. Tee-hee. But Raiders, if you do need to raid and run get posts from Karen, please do so. For the rest of you, feel free to stick around. We're not doing a crazy long stream today. We're just going to unbox these, and then that's going to be that. with the one caveat being the Final Fantasy XIV deck right over here. We're not going to go through the deck in physical, because it has spoilers. And I'm currently engaging in Final Fantasy XIV and want to avoid those spoilers. Seth was nice enough to make me a digital deck list to go through, minus the spoilers, so we'll be doing that one, you know, just digitally. Still gonna open it. And we're still gonna open the boosties as well. But we're not gonna go through the deck in person. So Ishtola, I'm just going to put to one side. And then we'll go chronologically, I guess. 6, 7, and 10. Ugh. Ironically, only one of these I've finished. I need to go back and finish Final Fantasy 6 and 10 at some point. Like, both of them I just stopped at the end. So, there are cards for Final Fantasy 9, but they are inside the main set, not the commander sets. For Commander, we have 6, 7, 10, and 14. Don't do that. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah. We might see some cards from the other Final Fantasies, because each deck contains a sample booster. But, I would not, how do you say, get my hopes up? What the heck? Why are they, like, corrugated? Anyway, like any good Yu-Gi-Oh player, I have my knife on hand at all times. Hand reveals. It was like the 5th HANDCAM stream. Yippee! But also, I don't think I need the knife for this, because I can just, you know, crack it open to the bottom. Yeah.
Think fast, Chuckle Nuts.
I'm just like you, for real, for real. You forgot to pull the pin. But hi, everybody. But yes, this is my present to myself. How to fish today? Good. Sort of. Weird. Yeah, let's go with weird. But fine. Been lots of... I've been through a lot this week. Let's go with that. I will pretend to know what that means. Hi, Boom. Not my birthday, but thank you. Thank you very much. LOL. Okay, here we have the deck box, which we will be using.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch. You guys drinking water?
What? I have my water off to the side. Think he lied to you? No. I am opening my birthday present. It is not my birthday. Who do I want to get? Hildebrand Manderville. The monogreen Tifa would be nice as well. Yeah. We have our cards. Where's the... Ah, here it is. Yeah, early birthday present unboxing. Or maybe late birthday present unboxing. I won't tell. Because this one... Back in the day, the Commander decks used to have, like, cool posters in them. And then they started getting rid of the cool posters in exchange for informational pamphlets. Like, oh, boy. Information. You can play as Terra or Celeste. Thanks. I already knew that. But thanks, I guess. That's getting chucked. Don't want to keep any of the counter thingies. What are these saga counters? I'll keep the saga counters. Yeah. I specifically chose a Final Fantasy, like, calm playlist. Because, you know, we're doing Final Fantasy today. Like, a lot of these free bits are garbage, and like, they got rid of the actual good free bits. They used to give you life counters, and they switched to like these cardboard life counters, which just aren't as good. And now they just don't give you life counters anymore. Like, everyone has them. We want more. And we don't need these. Yeah, I don't think Konami would like that. I don't think they'd like that. We're gonna keep the collector's boosters for last. I'll put them to one side for now. And I like keeping these envelopes because they're actually really nifty and handy for stuff. All of mine are currently down there. That's fine. Alright. Can I open up the deck? Yeah. Also, I guess spoilers ahead for Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, and Final Fantasy XIV. The other thing is I don't actually have sleeves for all of these yet. I have some sleeves. Yeah. But I haven't bought the sleeves, so I wasn't sure if it would actually arrive. Evolve! Nice shot. Well, right off the bat, we have our face commanders. I'm gonna put the foils in sleeves so long. I think that would be prudent. Pull out my box of accessories. Actually, we do have some life counters. Hold on. We got the cardboard life counters in the Doctor Who and the thingy sets, but I guess not in this one. Weird. Variety of like random sleeves. I think I'm gonna use the purple sleeves for them though. I'm gonna need 8 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I'm gonna need 6 of these. So I'm not opening up the Terra, the Final Fantasy XIV decks. I'm opening the box, but not the deck. I hope you understand. Okay, so our girly pop Terra. Yeah, there's a lot of random stuff in Magic now. There's a popular, like, MTG musician who recently made a Welcome to the Internet parody of Welcome to the Multiverse or Universes Beyond. And it's like, yeah, this is the state of Magic right now. Where's Hatsune Miku? I did not order Hatsune Miku because, 1, money, 2, like, Miku is cool and all, but I'm not paying that much for premium for a deck, and 3, Secret Lair does not support South Africa. Anyway, Terra. When you have combat in your turn, mill 2 cards. Terra gains flying until end of turn. When she deals combat damage to player, may pay 2. When you do return to our creature card power 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped. Simple enough. She reanimates little things, and she also fills your graveyard with things to reanimate, and gains evasion for the reanimation. I like that. Meanwhile, Celeste... We don't even get, like, the big versions of the cards. Hold on. They stopped doing the chunky versions? I bet they stopped doing the chunkers. Dang it. I like collecting, like, the chunky version. Like, these thick cardboard versions of the face commanders. I like that. What the heck? Celeste, the Ruin Knight. When Celeste enters a card any number of cards, then draw that many cards plus 1. When one or more other creatures you control enter, if one of them is entered from a graveyard was cast from a graveyard, put on counter each creature you control. Okay, cool. So she fills the graveyard very easily and has a payoff for reanimation, but doesn't reanimate herself. So Celeste is more of a support piece than an actual face commander. But good to know. That just goes there, I guess. Okay. What do I listen to right now? I don't know. Point of Fate. Artifact enters, Surveil 1. 3 white and tap, exile 2 creature cards from your graveyard, sacrifice this artifact, an opponent chooses one of the exiled cards, you put the card in the bottom of your library and turn the other to the battlefield tapped, you become the monarch. And you become the monarch on top of everything, that's funny. Hey, it's Cyan, the Vengeful Samurai. Plus 1 less cast for each creature card in your graveyard, double strike when one number of creature cards leave your graveyard, put on counter on Cyan. Cool, so it's another big payoff for reanimation stuff, and it gets cheaper for each creature in your graveyard. That's really nice. I like that. General Leo Christoph. Yeah. Become the monarch. Indeedly. When he enters, turn up to 1 target creature card with mana value 3 less from the graveyard to the battlefield, then plus 1 counter and real for yourself for each creature you control. Cool. He reanimates one thing and then gets slightly bigger. Or a lot bigger. Espers to Magicite. Exile each opponent's graveyard. When you do, choose up to 1 target creature card exile this way, create a token as a copy of that card, accepts an artifact, and loses all other card types. I like it. Not technically reanimation, but it deals with the opponent's graveyard. Come to me, my Magicite pretty. Come and help me build the Magitech Empire of Kefka. The Falcon, airship restored. Deals combat damage to player, may sack it. When you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and then it can bring itself back from the battlefield as well. Okay, cool. That's great. I like that. Yo, Interceptor, Shadow's Hound. Okay, 4 mana, 4 through the Menace. Assassins you control of Menace. Whenever you attack with 1 or more legendary creatures, you may pay 2 and a black. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. It's not huge, but it is, you know. Bro can bring himself back. Join the fight. Build 3 cards. Starting with the next opponent in turn order, each opponent chooses a creature card in graveyard that hasn't been chosen. Return each card chosen away to the battlefield under control. That's fun. I like giving my opponents choices, and then making all of those choices suck. Hey Armin, it is not my birthday, but it is my birthday present. There's Shadow himself, and he is an assassin. Makes sense. So Interceptor does make him, give him Minache. Death Touch. Whenever Shadow deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice another non-land permanent. If you do, draw 2 cards, and each opponent loses life equal to the mana value of the sacrificed permanent. Fun! Okay. I like that. I like that. Birthday cake, I had quiche. That count? Savory cake. Siegfried, famed swordsman. Ranches, mill 3 cards. Put X's on 1 counters on Siegfried, or X's twice the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Okay, this is a very heavy graveyard deck. It's Gao! Whenever he attacks, put 1 counter on him. Beginning of each end step card, left your graveyard, turn Gao deals damage equal to his power to each opponent. Okay, yeah, just another graveyard payoff. Gogo! You have Gogo become a copy of another target creature control at the end of turn. His name is Gogo Mysterious Mime. Alright. I could have used more sleep, but, you know, story of my life. Gogo and that creature each get +2/+0 and get haste until end of turn, and attack this turn if able. Okay, okay. It's Sabin! The train suplexer himself. 5 mana, 4/3 double strike. Blitz cost. Okay, so 2 red, discard a card. And you may cast this card from your graveyard using his Blitz ability. Okay, that's... He doesn't really do anything cool. He's just big, hits hard, and is very difficult to get rid of. That's fine. Snort. Oh, hey! I know this one. And that one. It's Typhon and Ultros. We fought them recently. Each player discard their hand, draw 5 cards. Snort deals 5 damage. Each opponent discards their hand this way. Flashback. Yeah. Achoo. Strago and Realm. Sketch and Lore. 2 red tap. Target opponent exiles card from top of their library to exile instant, sorcery, or creature card. You may cast a card without manning its mana cost. If you cast a creature spell this way, it gains haste. And at the beginning of the end step, sacrifice this creature. Activate only as a sorcery. I like this. It's fun. Then we have summon Esper Valigarmanda. Exile an instant or sorcery card from each graveyard, and then add red for each lore counter. Because it's a sorcery, blah 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 blah. Well, it's also a 3/3 flying haste, which is nice. Umaro, Raging Yeti. Well, I'm gonna bring the camera closer a bit. Zoom in. Zoom in, enhance. Zoom in, enhance. There we go. Lahai? In have combat in your turn, choose one at random. Other creatures you control get +3/+0 and gain trample till end of turn. Discard your hand, then draw 4 cards. Umar deals 5 damage to any target. Fun! It's just big red thing. I like it. Bannon, the Returner's leader. Hooray. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a creature spell from among cards in your graveyard or put there from anywhere other than the battlefield this turn. Every attack may pay 1, discard a card. If you do, draw a card. I like this. This is really cool. It's a 2-mana 1/3, so he's got a big butt. Whenever you're attacking, you pay 1, discard something to your graveyard to draw a card, and then you can cast it from the graveyard. That's fun. Edgard. Once during each of your turns, we cast an artifact spell for your graveyard. Cast spells away as artifact enters tapped. Okay. Very reminiscent of an old artifact commander I used to play. Your attacks is X0 to end turn. X creates mana value among artifacts you control. And he gets bigger. Yeah, the card designs are really good. There's Kefka, Dancing Mad. During your turn, Kefka's Indestructible. During your end step, exile a card at random from each opponent's graveyard. You may cast any number of spells from among cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. That each player who owns a spell you cast away loses life equal to his mana value. Okay. He is 7 mana, but he's got quite the big payoff. Yeah, Nick, paper magic. Lock, Treasure Hunter. Can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. No lock attacks. Each player builds a card. For land cards, build away, create a treasure token. Until end of turn, may cast a spell from among those cards. I like this. I would probably use lock as a commander. Like, I'm making treasure. Almost, I'm probably fairly consistently making 1 treasure a turn. Oh, each player even. Yeah, you should be consistently making 1.3 treasures per turn. You might even luck out and get 4. It's 1 card! Oh my goodness, people are always like, mill is awful. No! Mill enables not only the mill player's deck, but other people's decks as well. Mog. 1/2 lifelink. Beginning of your end step, each player may discard a card. Each player discard a card this way, draws a card. If a creature card is discarded this way, make a 1/2 white Moogle, lifelink. Then if a non-creature card is discarded this way, put it on each Moogle you control. Interesting. So Mog just like Moogle storms. There's Setzer. 1 of 9 cards, your deck's ruined. Oh no! This enters create the Blackjack, a legendary 3/3 colorless vehicle with flying and crew 2. The Womp womp. The vehicle control deals combat damage to player. Flip a coin. Every when a coin flip, create 2 tapped creature tokens. I like it. You just flip a coin. You don't flip the coin for any reason other than to flip the coin. Then whenever you win a coin flip, you make... These are good colors for coin flips as well. I like this. Setzer's cool. Like Sippy's the Wawa. Cool. Much better. The Warring Triad. 3 mana 5/5, Flying Trample Haste. As long as there are fewer than 8 cards in your graveyard, the Warring Triad isn't a creature. Tap, middle card, target player adds 1 mana of any. This is hilarious! It's a mana rock that turns into a god. That is so funny. Good old Sun Titty, Magic Arrogance. I'm not gonna go through like the reasons. We just look at them. Reanimate's a nice include though. Rise of the Dark Realm, Vocal Primordial, Combustible Gearhulk. Is that a Magitech armor? Kind of. Player of the Hatebound, Ruin Grinder, Bedevil. that's fun. Legions to Ashes, Priest of Felright, Ruinous Ultimatum. Try hold on that permanent to your opponent's control. This little hamlet is too much boring and not enough burning. Dodge everything! Key to the city. Oh, the opera. Nice. Solemn Simulacrum's the Magitech armor. That's great. Battlefield Forge. Welcome to the New World Order. Rufus Shinra. Yo! It's the Sister Ray! We love the sister. Lift up retreat. Sephiroth. I'm not gonna read the flavor text on the lands because, like, some of them have some spoils, but, like, we're gonna look at the pictures, I guess. Ooh, is the Phantom Train in here? Chat, do you see the Phantom Train? Phantom Train, sad. Foreboding Ruins, Fury Calm Snarl, Raven Cairn, High Market. Oh, that's weird. Isolated Capel, Rugged Berry, Shadowblood Ridge, Shine Shadow Snarl. Smoldering Marsh, Sulphurous Springs, Sunscorched Divide. Ah! There we go. Phoenix Down. 1 white tap, exile artifact. Choose one. Return target creature card with mana value 4 or less from your graveyard to battlefield tap, or exile target skeleton, spirit, or zombie. I love this. This is great. I love it. Laughing Mad. Additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards, flashback. Just a better version of a similar card. I like it. Angel of the Ruins. Creature enters, exiles 2 target artifacts, enter enchantments, and has plane cycling. This is a reprint, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a reprint. Alice Jailer. Creature enters, you become the monarch. Nice. Morbid Opportunist. Oh, I like Morbid Opportunist. That's fun. Good card. Knight's Whisper, it's good old card draw, Pitiless Plunder, yep, Stitch Together, Stitcher Supplier. Yo, Anger reprint? Nice, nice, nice. Big score, I like big scores, get the treasures. Echoing Doom, Mortify, okay, here's our Arcane Signet. Lord Kefka's Treasure. No Commander Sphere. Egg. Meteor Golem. Wasn't expecting that, but sure, why not? And a Milliken. Makes sense, actually. Mindstone. There's our Soul Ring. There's our Soul Ring. That's a nice Soul Ring. I like it. Swifties! Okay, Talisman, Talisman. Cool, cool, cool. Talismans. These are nice Talismans. The Booble. Ash Baron, Demolition Field, Evolve Wilds, Geothermal Bog, Nomad Outpost, Path of Ancestry, Rogue's Passage, makes sense. Sacred Peaks, Sunlit Marsh, okay, Command Tower. Okay, okay, okay. I like the Command Tower, and then our basic lands. Full art, as they should be. Like, if we're doing these kinds of decks, there should be full art lands. And then our tokens. The Blackjack, 2 of them for some reason. Copy token. Treasure. And then... oh no, rules card. Hey, Drug Door! Not my birthday, but it is my birthday present. And it is a good one. Moogle, 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 Moogle. The Monarch. Okay, I think they actually just ran out of things to print. So they gave you 2 Monarchs and 2 the Blackjacks. That's silly. I like that, though. Alright. Well, that is the Final Fantasy VI deck done. I like it, I like it. I like me a good Reanimator deck. I've always enjoyed reanimation decks. This feels like Tactics. Hold on, is this Tactics? Oh no, it's Final Fantasy IX, never mind. Right, I know where this is. I know where this is. Okay, the foils have been sleeved up, so I don't have to worry about them becoming Pringles. And I'm just gonna put these back in here for now. As fillers. Make a Moogle army? That is literally what Mog does. Mog slowly makes a massive Moogle army. You see this? There it is. I needed a dice bag when I bought my stuff originally. And this was like... I think it was like 30 Rand for an EV dice bag. That's like $1.50, more or less. Let's say $2 for an EV dice bag. It's big. It's got drawstrings, so got tight. You can hear the dice in there. Alright, who's up next? Gotta stretch. Bringing my boy Cloud. Yeah. Alright. Crack it open. Also, ding! Congrats on the 250 stream streak, Trogdor! The dice box can be nice to transport, depending on how you're transporting things. If you're just throwing stuff in, like, a backpack, then the dice bag is better than the box. We've got our stuff, our nice little deck box, which I'll assemble in a moment. Poop out the deck. Much better. And then... okay, we have our envelope. We got some,
Yay!
Howdy, 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 AT. How you doing? And then again, we'll take our +1/+1 counters. Yeah. And our saga counters. Did your brain cell grew back? What? Ow. 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 Well, mine are gone now. What the heck? What the hell, idiot?
Think fast, chuckle nuts.
Got to pull the pin. Alright, we're just having some fun here. We have our collector's boosty. Goes over there. And then I will sort that out later. Our deck box. You just go swoop. Premium cardboard technology right here. It's been there for a while. Mostly as a joke, though. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so the other commander is Tifa. Interesting. I don't need the knife for this, do I? I don't think so. And open up. Yeah.
Where was Kingdom Hearts 2 during Hurricane Katrina, eh?
Listen, Tifa was one of my childhood crushes, okay? Okay? Okay. Well, here we have Cloud, the ex-soldier. Cloud enters, attach up to one target equipment you control to it. When Cloud attacks, draw a card for each equipped attacking creature you control. Then if Cloud is power 7 or greater, make 2 treasure tokens. Pretty solid. 5 mana 4/4 with haste. He does have haste at least, but... I don't know, he might be a little expensive to run. Nah, well, that's fine. Tifa! Full mana 4/4. Much better already. Gotta love shiny cardboard. Yeah. Get her in a sleeve as well. Melee! As creature attacks, gets +1/+1 after for each opponent you attack this combat. Whenever one more creature control with power 7 or greater deal combat damage to play, untap all creature control. If it's the first combat phase of your turn, additional combat phase after this phase. The thing is, if you have 3 creatures, and you swing at Tifa with 1 person, and like at the other 2 players with 1 creature each, she immediately becomes a 7/7. So then if she deals combat damage, boop. No trample though. So you do have to deal the combat damage. So she doesn't have any evasion, she just gets big. She hits like a truck. Which is exactly what I expect from her, because that's what I wanted to do to me. Anyway, here's Sid! Yo! Now, funny thing about... Here's the funny thing about the set. This is but the one Sid card. In the actual set, there are 14 different Sids. They're all the exact same Sid card, but they have different art, because each one is from a different Final Fantasy, and I think that was really funny of them to do. Because... Sid, equipment and vehicle spells cost 1 less to cast. Makes sense. During your turn, Sid is flying, because he jumps. 2, tap, return target equipment or vehicle card from your graveyard to your hand. Yep. Because Bro can repair vehicles. Makes sense. Cloud's Limit Blake. Tiered! Choose 1 additional cost. Cross/, Blade Beam, or Omni/. Delicious. Destroy target tapped creature. Destroy any number of target tapped creatures with different controllers, or destroy all tapped creatures. I think that's neato. I think that's neato. And it's instant speed, too. Elena? Okay, wasn't expecting Elena. When enter turn target non-assassin historic card from your graveyard to your hand. If you cast a historic spell, put up on counter on Elena. Yeah, he's fine. Eyedagger. I don't like this art of Eyedagger. He doesn't look fat enough. Thank you for the follow. I just don't think he looks fat enough. Just straight up. Like, I grew up playing Final Fantasy VII, and he has always been an absolute chonker. Welcome in, Rally. Hope you're doing alright. End of combat your turn, target creature controls X plus 0 side of turn. X number of soldiers you control. Beginning of your end step, make a number of 1/1 white soldier. Creatures take equal number of opponents you control more creatures than you. Okay. Like, he looks large, but this isn't, like, chunky enough. A heli trooper? Really? That's funny. Oh, hell yeah. Creature attacks another target. Attacking creature gains flying until end of turn. Equip abilities that activate. You activate the target's creature. Okay, so he's cheaper to equip to. That's neat. And he has flying already. Okay, the heli trooper is pretty good. So I'm starting to see the theme of equipment in this deck. Can if come on your turn, choose 1 control commander, we choose both instead. Make a soldier or put 2+1/+1 counters on a soldier. Oh, hell yeah. Yo, holy! Permanents you control get indestructible until end of turn. Spells cast from exile prevent all damage to be dealt to you this turn. And you can foretell it, which is nice. It doesn't reduce the cost any, but I guess you get the extra effect. Depends on, like, what decks you're playing. Could be nice. Avalanche of Sector 7. What's a legendary creature? Cool. Avalanche Sector 7 is power equal number of artifacts your opponents control. Every opponent activates the ability of artifact control. Avalanche steals. Okay. Oh, just any ability. Get pinged by your mana rocks, idiots. It's a lot of people dislike Kate. I love Kate. I love Kate. You have combat your turn, scry 1. Exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Exile card this way. Target creature control this way. Turn. Exile that card's mana value. It's fine, just don't use your rocks. Play fair magic. Okay. Mono red card advantage. I like that. Kujata! 7/5 tramplays for 6 bananas. Lightning, creature deals 3 damage up. Each of up to 2 target creatures, then ice, up to 3 target creatures can block this turn, then fire! I don't think I have Anton. discard a card, then draw 2. When you discard a card this way, this creature deals damage equals that card's mana value to each opponent. Fun. Okay. Ultimate Magic Meteor. Again, you can foretell it for an extra effect. Deal 7 damage to each creature. Spells cast from exile. For each opponent, choose an artifact or land that player controls. Destroy the chosen permanents. Yummers. It's Vincent! One of the OG video game edgelords. Whenever one or more creatures control deal combat damage to a player, puts on counter on Vincent. He also has Menace and Chaos. This combat damage to opponent deals that much damage to each other opponent. Vincent's power is 7 or greater. He has Menace, which is nice, I guess, but like, it's fine. Yeah, I think dump it in random media on Discord. Yuffie! Oh, she's a ninja. Mono red ninja. What a time to be alive. Ninjutsu. When Yuffie enters, gain control of target non-creature artifact for as long as you control Yuffie, then you may attach an equipment you control to Yuffie. Aha! So you can steal someone else's equipment and then equip it to her. That's really funny. I like it. Hey, Bugenhagen! 2 mana 1/3 with reach. Beginning of your upkeep, control creature with power 7 or greater, draw a card, add 1 mana of any color. I like Buggy. Livestream's Blessing. Draw X cards for X, the greatest power among creature controls. You cast a spell. If the spell is cast from exile, gain twice X life. Okay. Because here you actually probably do want to foretell it most of the time anyway. Yeah, Livestream's Blessing is pretty nice. I think it's actually a straight upgrade over an old version of this card. Yo Hojo! First activate ability you activate during your turn that targets a creature you control costs 2 less to activate. Whenever one or more creature you control become the target of an activate ability, draw cards. Ability triggers only once each turn. It's a shame it says during your turn. But still. Yeah, Hojo could be fun. Summoning Materia. Look at the top card of your library any time. As long as his equipment is attached to a creature, you may cast creature spells to top your library. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, has Vigilance, and has tap add green. There's Aerith, who, funny enough, is actually from Final Fantasy VI. Getting for end step 5. Final Fantasy 5. Final Fantasy 5. Lifelink, and beginning of your end step, if you can gain life this turn, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If you gain 7 or more life this turn, return to the battlefield instead. Okay. There's Barret, but like remake Barret, which is fine because honestly, I think the design works. Avalanche. Your accompanying control enters, make a 2/2 red rebel creature token. We're gonna comment your turn, attach it to one target accompanying control target rebel you control. Oh, so he enables just easy equipment specifically onto rebels. The deck is also full of rebels, but if you don't have any rebels, well, he'll make one for you. Every time you play an equipment. Red! Vigilance and Trample. Other modified creatures you control have Vigilance and Trample. That's really good. When red enters, return target aura or equipment card from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah. This is good. This is really fun. Sephiroth Fallen Hero. When Sephiroth attacks, you can put a cell counter on target creature. Until end of turn, each modified creature you control has base power and toughness 7/5. Reunion. 3. Sacrifice a modified creature, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So Sephiroth comes back all the time. And he also just makes things huge. Conformer Shuriken. Equipped creature has whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. The creature has greater power on this creature, but number of counters on this creature equal to the difference. Neat. Because everyone's like legendary weapons are here. That's fun. Wrecking Ball arm. Equip creature's base power on top of 7/7. Can't be blocked with creature power 2 or less. Equip legend 3. Equip 7. Yeah, there's so many Sephiroth cards. Then we have some reprints in Allsteer Command, a white staple, Bastion Protector. This one is fun. Makes your commander indestructible. Bronze Guardian is more or less an artifact staple. Gives your artifacts Ward 2. Clever Concealment. Real. I haven't actually seen the outfits they wear yet. He wears a kimono in that one. Nice. Got a Pure Steel Paladin, which is clearly just a soldier. We got our Turks! We got the Turks! Vanquish the Horde in the form of Diamond Weapon. I don't think we got the weapons in this, did we? Maybe we do. Maybe they're still coming. Chaos Warp, Classic. Hellkite Tyrant, just the Red Dragon. Professional Facebreaker. Looks like one of the Dawn's men. Progress requires sacrifice. Learn to live with it. Thanks, President Shinra. Armory Automaton, which is one of those motor dudes. Champion's Helm. Conqueror's Flail. Really? That's funny. I can't afford a mana crypt anyway, so that's not my problem. I like they're using the stun rod as Conqueror's Flail. That's fun. Dark Steel Plate just clouds old armor. Inspiring Statuary. His reprints? I mean, I guess. Sword of the Animist. Yeah, sure, I guess. The sword doesn't necessarily have to be a bladed weapon, and then we got our lands again. The Chocobo stable for Bonder's Enclave is a nice touch. I'm not gonna read too much into the lands, because they are kind of from, like, a bunch of different things, and I don't want to accidentally, you know, see something I'm not supposed to see. Oh, Scavenger Grounds. Fun. Spire of Industry. That is such a good choice for Spire of Industry. I love it. Grove, Sunscorched Divide. Okay, there we go. Here's some more. Yeah, great. Oh, Zack Fair. 1 mana for a 0/1 enters with a counter on it. 1 sack Zack. Target creature you control gains indestructible end of turn. Put Zack Fair's counters on that creature and attach an equipment that was attached to Zack Fair to that creature. Wow! Yeah, so, that's flavor. There's the uncommon Barret. I actually like this Barret quite a lot. Very simple. He attacks, deals damage equal number of equipped creatures controlled to defending player. And he has reach. Because, you know, he's got a gun arm. Why wouldn't he have reach? Good old Dispatch makes sense in an artifact deck. Secret Rendezvous. Oh, it's the date! They chose Tifa? Bruh, there's so many fun options to choose for the date, and they chose Tifa? I mean, I guess it's fine. Furious Right, that's Scarlet. She is Angie. Vandal Blast, Cultivate, Harmonize, Nature's Lore, Rampant Growth. Is this Advent Children? Okay. Behemoth Sledge in the form of the Nail Bat? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, so in original Final Fantasy VII, depending on how you play the game, most people are going to get either Tifa or Aerith as their dates. You can get Barret, you can also get Yuffie. Hurricane Signet in the form of the Buster Sword, very good. What? Colossus Hammer in the form of the Big Mallet from Kate Sith. Love it. Explorer scope, what is it? Sid's goggles? The only thing I've seen so far has been the one diamond weapon art. The thing is, the weapons aren't Final Fantasy VII exclusive. I just think they're, like, the most prominent in 7. Hero's Blade, which is the Buster Sword, makes sense. Here's Heirloom. Lit Greaves in the form of Tifa's booties. Yo, the Genova mask for Mask of Memory. Love it. And her head for Skull Clamp. And Soul Ring is just a materia. Or a moon. Moon materia. Moonteria, there we go. Trailblazer's boots, that's Vincent. And then some more land, land, land. Path of Ancestry with red, love it. Command Tower is again the Shinra building. I mean, it's a different art, I guess. It's fine. And then we have all full art basics. Soldier, 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 Fortell, treasure. The backside is Fortell and treasure again, so I guess they ran out of ideas there, and then rebel, 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 rebel. Yep, makes sense. She's already done with 2 of the decks. Yeah. This is not even going to be a 3-hour stream, which is perfectly fine by me, because I need to be up very early tomorrow for some bullshit. And we do that and that. Duh. Now Costa del Sol starts playing. What the heck, dude? Ugh. Yeah. The good news is the BS has become better. The good news is the BS is looking very favorable now. And more than that, I cannot comment. Yeah. Those are going there. Yeah, ads are about to start. I guess we can do the Scrandle. We can do the Scrandle. We can scran. I'm gonna put my knife away. We can scran if you wanna. I just need to open up the Scrandle. Where is it? There we go. And then, of course, I also need to just capture the Scrandle. Badoosh. Why are you small? You know what? Honestly, it's fine. Why not? Why not? This way you can actually see everything. Oh, that's why. There we go. Let me do, like... There we go. Yeah. Who's feeling hungry? You want some chicken strips? Or some ludicrous hot dogs? I don't know, fam. I'm feeling the chicken strips. I'm feeling the strips. What are we thinking? Big chance for tea break? Understandable. We're going strips. Yeah, we have hot dog with coffee, what? Oh, it's just very close up. Or bucket of popcorn with a soda. £7.50 for popcorn and a soda? Like, popcorn is probably the best scran. But also, I don't know. I don't know the hot dog. No, people want the corn. Recycle this cup before it self-destructs. What does it mean? Pint of beer in self-destructing cup or Beeschurger with chips. £7? Euros? $7 you doodles. $7. There we go. I think I'm gonna go with the Beeschurger. Thanks. Pie, peas, and gravy? Nope. Tempura with a beer? Hell yeah. There's the way. Sandwich frikandel special with horse meat. Thanks, Nederland. Or Susig baguette. Yeah, it has been a rough week. It has been a rough week, Rally. Oh, like we lost Dolly Parton, we lost Tim Curry, we've lost Peter Cullen. It's crazy. Here, I'm gonna go with a baguette. I don't particularly want to try horse meat. Doog with relish and big pickle. Hey Ella, have fun with your homework. Or kebab pie. Here. It's a steep price for a fancy hot dog. Like Bruce can. Oh, they better not. Jeez Louise. I guess the kebab pie? I'm not the biggest fan of what's happening there, but sure. Vegan breakfast or a can of Stella. Price does not include can? I'm sorry. Can? It's the size of my water bottle. No, just 25 fluid ounces. 25 fluid ounce to mil is 740 mil. That's a big can of lager. $12 though. That said, I can't imagine the vegan bratwurst is very appealing, so I guess... Walking Cheez-It nachos. Do these melt cheese in there? Well, pork stuffing and gravy bap, no-brainer for me, thank you. That looks great. Chicken tendy with chips and large drinks, 16 buckos, or a Thai meal deal. Ooh, this is a tough one. I think this one just is entirely going to come down to personal preference. Like, the Thai meal deal looks pretty good. Also comes with a can of pop. But I'm feeling the tendies and chips. Personally. Roast potatoes and beef gravy or chicken shawarma. I mean, assuming the gravy is piping hot, this could go hard. I mean, the shawarma is pretty good too. $7 for chicken shawarma. You have to go shawarma. Don't want to go for walkies? What? Crazy. Grilled hoot dog or pizza. That's some crazy pizza. I'd try it. Yeah, alright, I suck at Scrandle. What a surprise. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. Now, while the Final Fantasy X music's playing, let's look at our boy Tidus. Chat, do you pronounce it Tidus or Tidus? Because I know in-game it's pronounced, like, both ways, right? Yes. The fuck? In-game's never pronounced? Is it? I could have sworn Waka calls him Tidus. But also, you know... take whatever Waka says with a grain of salt, because I'm still laughing at someone called him Grand Wizard Waka once. I was like, that is so on point, but it's entirely out of line. You know, true. So Yuko, this is me opening up my Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering decks. I could have sworn I've heard Waka call him Tidus. But maybe that's just the, that their Mandala effect. And make a fool of yourself, as long as you have fun with it. You did hear from Kingdom Hearts. Oh, this one actually has counters. Hey, Gab! This one's got counters! The actual real counters were so back. I mean, practice makes perfect, Yuko. What you can do is play Arena, the Magic the Gathering Arena on Steam or on mobile. And that'll help you get some practice in. Chuck 'em. Oh, wait, hold on. Unchuck. Hold, unchuck. Unchuck. No, Magic the Gathering Arena is free. Magic the Gathering Arena is free. And the paper card game is only as expensive as you let it be. I quite often got by with decks made entirely out of bulk. In fact, I had more fun playing the bulk decks because they weren't the meta. And then other people also had more fun playing the bulk decks. Plus your soul, listen. That doesn't count. Doesn't count. I got our Tidus deck box. Got a Pokefop? Understandable. I should do that too. Thanks for reminding me. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Well... I'm not saying it directly. I hate alchemy. I hate it so much. Arena could have been amazing. I refuse to play any arena format that allows alchemy cards. So I just don't. Shrimple? What's that? Yeah, well, it comes up on camera, but wait, focus. A little bit of a scuff over there in the corner. Nothing major, but near mint they ain't. I love Pioneer. Maybe I should sleeve the other two, just to make sure they're fine. I'll open it up and just not look at anything, it's fine. Okay. Well. We have our boy Tidus. Historic could have been so fun. Like, Historic and Pioneer are... They can't really coexist. It should have been one or the other. Anyway. So, status. And if combat on your turn, you may move a counter from target creature control onto a second target creature control. Whenever one more creature control with counters on them deal damage to a player, may draw a card and proliferate. Do this only once each turn. Okay. Kinda neato. Then we have Yuna. Grand Summon. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. When next cast creature spell's turn, creature enters with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Another permanent control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield. If it had 1 or more counters on it, you may put that number of +1 counters on target creature. Lovely. So those are 2 commandos. Both work quite well, probably. Yeah, that's what I was going, like... But these are the only 2 that are getting sleeves as well, so teehee. Let me listen to you right now. But I opened that. Gemini Cricket. So I was shaving earlier because I was you know, making myself presentable for tomorrow. And I just come to like the sides of my hair, the old sideburns. I am turning into quite the silver fox already. Like, I removed entire clumps of gray hair. Crazy. Yeah. I started getting gray hair in my 20s because of stress. And then over the last 5 years, that became significantly worse. I am still classified as a youth. By this country's definition, and only this country's definition. This will not remain true for much longer. Any hoodle. Auron, Venerated Guardian. 4 mana 2/5 with Vigilance. Shooting Star and Aura attacks with a counter on it. If you do, when you do, exile target creature defending player controls power less than Auron's power until Auron leaves the battlefield. Wow, he just gets rid of shit. Nice. Chocobo Knights. Whenever you attack creature control with counters on them, gain double strike until end of turn. Because the counters definitely matter in this deck. Gata and Luzu. Enter. Oh, it's got Flash. Doesn't lose entry to creature control. Damage dealt to that creature's turn. Prevent that damage. Put that many counters on it. Cool, cool, cool. Lord Jiskal Guado. Flying. You're going to each end step. Put a counter on the creature's turn. Investigate. Protection magic. I like this art. Look at this art. I like this art. I like this art a lot. Very pretty. Put a shield counter on each of up to 3 target creatures. Summon Ixion. Aerospark. Exile target creature opponent controls. Will Saga leaves the battlefield. Then put on counter each of 2 target creature control. Gain 2 life. And it's a 3/3 first strike. Yummers. Summon Yojimbo. Exile target artifact, enchantment, or tapped creature an opponent controls. Until your next turn, creatures can attack you unless you control base 2 for each of those creatures. We love taxes. Create X treasure tokens where X is the number of opponents who control a creature with power 4 or greater and is a 5/5 with vigilance. Lovely. Summon Ascending. Queen of your end step, may exile target creature card from a graveyard. If you do, make a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Put a +1/+1 counter on it if the exiled card's mana value is 4 or greater. Nice. Blitzball Stadium. Artifact enter support X, where X is how much mana you pay for it. Go for the goal. 3 tap until end of turn. Target creature gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player. Draw a card for each kind of counter on it, and it can't be blocked this turn. That's kind of correct. Lulu. Whenever opponent attacks you, choose target creature attacking you, put a stun counter on that creature, or proliferate. Fairly simple. Oaka, Traveling Merchant. Mammoth! When I first played Final Fantasy X, let's go back to Lulu for a second. I couldn't quite get into Lulu. Like, the design was like, I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I get it now. I get it now, but back then I did not get it. But I get it now. Tap, remove a counter from an online permanent control, draw a card. Yep, that's pretty simple. Just cheap card draw. Riku! Beauty! Human Artificer. Now you put one or more creatures counters on a creature until the turn that creature can't be blocked with creatures your opponents control. Deal! One tap, move a counter from target creature opponent controls onto target creature you control, activate on the sorcery. That's so funny. That's funny. Counter theft. Yeah, Riku's wife. Summon Valifor. Each opponent chooses a creature with the greatest mana value among creatures in control, return those creatures to its hand, and then tap up to one target creature, put a stun counter on it, and then survive 4 with flying. Good Valifor. Very good. Mr. Seymour! Beginning of combat on your turn. Put the number of +1 counters equal to Maester Seymour's power on another target creature control, and then 5 monstrosity X, where X is the number of counters among creatures you control. Delicious. He becomes big and he makes big. Seymour Butts. Precisely so. The Sphere Grid. Whenever creature control deals combat damage to player, put a counter on the creature. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have reach and trample. Huh. Yeah, that's just really good. I'd play that. Summon the Magus Sisters. I believe so. I believe so. Tell me your Hydra deck has no trample. The heck, dude? Choose one at random. That's funny. Put 3/1/1 counters on target creature. Put a shield counter on target creature, gain 3 life, or this creature fights up to 1 target creature and opponent controls. Do it 3 times. The Magus Sisters are fun. They're funny. Ramel, Seymour's butler. I don't remember this guy at all. Each other non-token creature control enters with +1/+1. With an additional +1 counter on it, 1 tap proliferate X times. Where X is the number of non-token creatures controlled enter this. That's interesting. He's a cunt? Okay, gotcha. He looks like one. Yuna's Decision. Choose one. Continue the pilgrimage. Sacrifice a creature. If you do, draw a card. You may put a creature card and or a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Or find another way. Return 1 or 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Yuna's Whistle. Yeah, you'll love it. I also need to replay 10, because I never finished 10. Like, I've played most of 10 and 10-2, never finished either of them. Reveal cards from the top of your library, so reveal a creature card, put the card into your hand, rest the bottom of your library in random order. When you reveal creature cards away, puts X responsible for counter on target creature control, X is the mana value of that card. Okay, makes bigger. Kimari! 4 mana 3/3 with Vigilance. Ronso Rage. Beginning of combat on your turn, put a counter on Kimari and tap target creature and opponent controls. Then you may have Kimari become a copy of that creature, except the name's Kimari, Valiant Guardian, it has Vigilance and this ability. Yep. I was about to ask, like, I wonder if they're going to work his blue magic in there. Shalinda, Yevon Acolyte. 2 mana 2/2 lifelink. Whenever another creature control enters, put on counter on that creature. If its power is less than Shalinda's power, otherwise put on counter on Shalinda. Interesting. Yo, it's Sin! A Leviathan! 7 mana for 5/5 Flample. As Sin enters, remove all counters from any number of artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. Sin enters with X plus 1 counter on it, where X is twice the number of counters removed this way. When Sin dies, put its counters on target creature controlled and shuffle this card into its owner's library. That's some fun flavor. Like it, I like it. Waka! 4 mana 4/4, reach trample. When deals combat damage to player, destroy up to 1 target artifact the player controls, put one counter on Waka. Yep, he hates Machina! Grand Wizard Waka. Still the funniest shit to me. I will never not laugh at that. Blitzball, Captain. Beginning of end step for counters, put a Waka the stone, plus 1 counter on each other creature you control. Hold on. These aren't open, are they? Yeah, seems fine. Yeah. And then we have some reprints in Collective Effort. Damning Verdict, that was fun. Farewell. Wow, this one's just cruel, man. Luminous Broodmoth, Promise of Loyalty, that's nice. Resourceful Defense, Scholar of the New Horizon. Sunscorched Regent. I think we had another reprint of this in another deck. Together, forever. And anything that says otherwise is not canon. Chasm Skulker, Inexorable Tide. We love proliferating. Pull from Tomorrow. Bane of Progress. Ah, Bane of Progress. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Hee. Ooh, Fight Rigging. That's a fun reprint. Forgotten Ancient. Generous Patron. Gaia Sage. Hardened Scales. Very fun. Incubation Druid. Path of Discovery. Rampant Rejuvenator. Tireless Trekker. Altered Ego. Ah! Endless Detour. That's funny. Fathom Mage. Walking Ballista. What's it shooting? Blitzballs? What the heck, dude? I got a bunch of lands. Up. Nuts. Yeah, temples being in here is flavorful. Yeah. Walking Ballista and a Precon. What a time to be alive. Like, some of these universes beyond Precons have, like, really fun reprints in them. Destroy Evil. Destroy target creature with Thassa's Fall Greater, or destroy target enchantment. Yeah, fuck you, Seymour. Grateful Apparition. Fun reprint. Path to Exile. Love to see it. An offer you can't refuse. Heh. I love it. Duskshell Crawler, Farseek. Inspiring Call. The flavor text is just Oh, 3 visits reprint, fun. Good for the hunt. There's our Arcane Signet. Yeah. Everflowing Chalice. That's the that's like one of the temple things. There's our Soul Ring. Ash Baron, Evolving Wild, Forge of Heroes. What's a different Forge of Heroes? Well, no, but whatever. Beachfront, Nesting Ground, Path of Ancestors is red again. What is all? Seaside Citadel, that's nice. Temple, the False God. Wow, it's everyone's favorite. There's so much hatred for this card online. Like, I'm sorry you don't know how to use Temple the False God, but don't make it my problem. Command tower. What the heck? Is that? Cool. And then we have full Outlands, including Cruising with the Boys! Noko's favorite. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, treasure token, clue token, spirit. What the extra? Half the sheet is extra tokens. Oh, extra counters. That's funny. On the backside, squid, treasure clue. Yeah, alright. I don't feel like punching these out yet, so I'm not gonna. Burp, burp. Makes sense, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I mentioned this at the start of the stream. We're not going to look at the physical Final Fantasy XIV cards because they are a little spoilery. And I am, you know, actively playing Final Fantasy XIV now, I guess. Well, I'm taking a little break, but I am actively working. I'm working on it. I am, however, going to open up the deck so long. Just because I A, want to get out the collector's booster, and B, want to make sure, you know, it isn't destroyed or anything. The glue they use on these things is... Ugh. Sometimes it comes off so easy, other times like, nope, you should have used the knife. Yeah, should have used the knife, dumbass. Yeah. Slide that on out. Give me the envelope as well, please, and thank you. Lovely. I'll punch these out. Deck seems more or less fine. Not sure why, like a gap there. It's fine. Yeah, I got the envelope from all the boxes. I almost chucked the Final Fantasy X box without it, but like it fell out as I threw the box. Like, oopsie. Gonna go. And then Ishtola's going right back in there. So I'm not allowed to play this deck until I hit... What, Shadowbringers? Oy vey. But it says on the box. What, your friend play Yu-Gi-Oh or something? Did you not read the box? Endwalker, that's... Is that further or closer? Is that like the 3rd expansion or like the 7th? Further? Lovely. Not allowed to play that deck until I'm up to date. Gotcha. Okay, counters punched out. I will deal with these later. Now, I'll boost these. Now, let's look at the digital deck list first. Hold on, let's look at the digital deck list first. Then we'll do the boosties last. Boosties last. So, Seth was nice enough to basically censor the deck list for me, so we can still have a look at it. Okay, the 5th expansion. Gotcha. I need... Where was it again? There it is. I mean, 4th expansion, but like, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. And we just go burp and copy button is perfect. Then I think view options, give me visual spoiler. Group by none? That work? Yeah, it works. Actually show the right things. It doesn't show the right lands. That's fine. We don't need the basics. We don't need the basics. Give me also visual view question. No, sad. Download as no. Yeah, that's fine too. Oats is a snack? What the heck, dude? Then we zoom in. These even showing the right versions? No, they're not. Hold up. View options. Interesting that it isn't showing the correct versions. Whatever. This one was make it full screen. You know what? Sure, that works too. Okay, we don't need to see like the basic lands. They're not even the right versions. That's fine. Let's go over them. I kind of want to see the right. Hold on. Why are you not showing it? Yes, yes, yes. Some of them are showing the right version. Bulk change printing, please. No? Straight up not doing it, that's fine too. Yeah. Nope, still not showing the right version? Cool. That's fine too, I guess. Nope, that's the wrong button. Well, whatever. Zoom in. We have a lovely little baleful Strix, makes sense. Let's look at the commander first, actually. So our two commander options are, of course, Ishtola. I feel like most Magic players know Ishtola by now, whether they want to or not. But, yeah. 4 mana, 2/4 with Vigilance. Doesn't matter, she's probably not attacking. Getting each instep, if a player lost 4 or more life this turn, you draw a card. It says a player, not an opponent, so that can include you. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell... Oh, interesting. Mana value 3 or greater, Ishtola deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. Just whenever you cast big enough spells, you're draining folks. And then you're drawing cards off of it. And she's thick enough that a lightning bolt can't beat her ass. Remember, Baleful Strix, of course. Yeah, I can imagine she'd be annoying in Brawl. Hildebrand Mandeville! Okay, so he's in the deck. Okay, coolio. We actually had a looky at Hildy a while back. I think that may have even been what inspired me to finally buy the decks. We love Hildy. We love Hildy here. This is a pro Hildebrand house. Exotic Sprite, Classic, Grail, Baldesian. A 2/1 with lifelink. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell in your turn, target creature spell mana value equal to spell's mana value from grave to hand. There's only once each turn. Cool. Just linking and blinking and doing stuff. Yeah, Final Fantasy 5 Grill. The same one. Hey, Trick. It's Tataru Taru! When Tataru Tatar 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 Tatar. Where is... There we go. Where are you? Get over here. Much better. When Tataru Taru enters, you draw a card and target opponent may draw a card. Whenever opponent draws a card, if it isn't that player's turn, make a tap treasure token. The later triggers in the last use turn. Cool. Tataru Taxtaru. That's their middle name. Then we have... Bruh. Then we have Alice Levelier. Oh, they partner? Okay, cool. Partners with Alpha Node. I see. First strike and dual cast. The second spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. Then I guess we'll look at Elfino. With Vigilance, and whenever you cast your second spell each turn, draw a card. Cool, so they both care about second spell. Lovely. Murderous Rider, a classic. Archmage Emeritus, also classic. Estinian Volino. Do I know who this is? I feel like I have a vague idea of who this is, but whatever. When you cast a non-creature spell, put a summons on counter on Estinian. Gains flying on the turn. Beginning of the second main phase, you draw X cards and lose X cards. Dragoon Quest. Okay, so it is that person. Okay, cool. Just making sure. X number of your opponents who are dealt combat damage by Estinian Varlo or a dragon this turn. Yeah, just making sure. Like, I vaguely recall them, but it wasn't hundos, you know? Nothing. Excellent. Then we have Ishtola, of course. We have Wresselvilger of the First Brood. Flying, Vigilance, War 2, and Shiva's Age. When Wresselvilger enters, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, target and can't be blocked this turn. That's fine, I guess. Just big Durgan. Good King Muggle, good King Mug, Lord of all the land. Kupo. Create 2 1/2 white Moogle creature tokens with lifelink. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell this turn, create a token as a copy of a non-saga token you control. And then put 2 +1/+1 counters to each other Moogle you control. Fascinating. So, realistically, you're going to end up with 4 Moogles that are 3/4s with lifelink. Not flying, interestingly enough. I guess only the good king gets to fly. We have Thancred. Thancred Waters enters, now the target legendary permanent control gains indestructible for as long as you control Thancred. Every cast a non-creature spell, Thancred gains indestructible by end of turn. Neat. And then Torrential Gearhold. That's not a lot of creatures. I guess some of them are down. Yeah, they're down there. They're down there, that's fair. Good old Exsanguinate, a classic, and makes a ton of sense in this deck. Got a deal. Ignore Dr. Doom over there. Lingering Soul, Circle of Power. Ooh, you draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, and you make a 0/1 Black Wizard creature token. I like the Black Wizard creature tokens. They're fun. Rite of Replication. Love Rite of Replication. Siphon Mind. Also a classic in multiplayer. Crux of Fate. Destroy all dragons, destroy all non-dragons. Instant-wise, we got Swords to Plowshare. Transpose, draw a card, then discard a card, you lose 1 life, make a Black Wizard creature token, and rebound. Fun. Void Rend with Ishtola! I'm not going to read that flavor text, so I don't know what it means, but, you know, it's cool. People Scheme. Ooh, Snuff Out reprint. Fun. Sublime Epiphany. I like Sublime Epiphany. I like options. We love options. Options are cool. Into the story. Here. Feel. Think. And dig through time. Yeah. Could be fun. Wish I could see what the Arcane Signet and the Soul Ring look like. That's fun. Astrologian's Planisphere. Job select. Equipped creature is a wizard. In addition to other types, and whenever you cast an arcane spell, and whenever you draw your third card. Third card? My goodness. Jeepers creepers. Sage's Newliths. Job select. When equipped creature gets one creature attacks, untapped target tank creature is also a cleric. That's the thing. It actually didn't. Like, if you... Well, now they're gone. But, like, it actually had the, it had the correct set codes there. It just decided to, like, not accept them for some reason. Not sure why that is. Then we have our 3 talismans, a thought vessel, Dome of Legends, lovely. Okay, manager's map. Blue Mage's Cane. Is a wizard addition to other types, and creatures with X helps in one target instant or sorcery during the player's graveyard. You may copy it. You may cast the copy by paying 3 rather than paying its mana cost. That's fun. Blue magic. Reaper's Scythe. Put a soul counter to go for each player who lost life this turn, which is going to be many. The priest gets one for each soul counter on his equipment, and is an assassin in addition. Dancer's Chuckle. Plus 2/2 is lifelink, and other commanders you control get plus 2/2 and have lifelink, and is a performer in addition to its other types. Lovely. Ooh, covered a jewel. Funny. Okay, Authority of the Consoles makes sense. This is an Esper deck. You need to oppress people somehow. Champions from Beyond. Turn enters can make X/1/1 colors hero creature tokens. Light part whenever you attack with 4 or more creatures, scry 2, then draw a card. Whenever you attack with 8 or more creatures, those creatures get +4/+4 until end of turn. Fun. Fascinating Remembrance, because you have to press people in Esper. Observed Stasis. Enchant creature an opponent controls, and aura enters, remove enchanted creature from combat, then draw a card for each tapped creature to controls. Lose all abilities, can't attack or block. Fun. And then we have just a whole bunch of lands. Ooh, that's a fun Arcane Sanctum. I'm not gonna look too much at these, though. Anything here really stick out? Isolated Chapel's nice to have. Port Town is nice to have. Sunken Ruins. We love us a good filter land. And Temple of the False God again. I don't know how I feel about the Temple in this deck. I feel the Temple is a trap in this deck. Now. Because this deck list had some spoilies, I asked Seth to reword the spoilies for me. So, there are 16 more cards in this deck that I have no idea what any of this means. It says 16. It says 16. Could be 15? Well, it says 16. The best written Final Fantasy villain to date. From the limited knowledge that I know, like, of what people have talked about in Final Fantasy XIV, this is probably Emmett Selk. I know nothing about Emmett Selk. I only know the name Emmett Selk. That is all I know. Board wipe, but in white. Yes. Excellent. I know one of these is Ultima. All the basic lands for yeah, we just went through the other 3 decks. I'm not going through this one in paper because I want to dodge the spoilers. After more than a decade, I have finally finished A Realm Reborn. I'm currently in the patch content leading up to Heavensward. Board wipe with options in white. So this is probably something like Farewell or Austere Command, but like the art's probably spoilers. Then the Command Tower is a spoiler of Shadowbringers. Cool. Oh, neat. Eolzia's most punchable face. No clue. Not an idea. I have played Heavensward. I'll find out someday. He gave his bird PTSD. What does this mean? He's on the cover of the game usually. Still no idea. Propaganda. Makes sense that this deck would have either Propaganda or Ghostly Prism. But Heavensward spoilers I get. Relic of 2 Literal Foreshadowing. That sounds really funny. The Scion Resident Lalafell Mage. I see. Yeah, Foreshadowing is a literary device. Vindicate, but it has spoiler text. Lovely. White Auracite, but it has spoiler text. Lovely. Whomstead could've this been? I see. Warrior of Light's biggest cat fanboy, so that'll be Grahasia. And Ida but hot from Stormblood. Yeah, Graha. Alright. But them's the decks. Meow then. It's time for the sauce, as well as the gamble. Because we have a full collector booster sample packs. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to very carefully open these. And I'm going to specifically look at the bottom of each card, because the bottom of each card does say which Final Fantasy it's from. This one's Final Fantasy VI, so this one's fine. We have a full art rejoin the fight. Ooh, we have a 14 foil. We have a 14 foil down there. HANDCAM with gummy rings. That sounds great. Up. Not allowed to look at that one. Okay. Wouldn't you know it? There is a spoiler right beneath this card. I'm not allowed to look at this one. I read, this one's a spoiler. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was a spoiler. Not allowed to look at that one. Not allowed to look at that one. What are the odds out of the entire set? Because these boosters pull from the actual set as well, not just the commander decks. What are the odds the first pack has a card that I'm not allowed to look at? That is hilarious. I'm just gonna... I'll do this. I'm not gonna look myself. Actually, I'm not sure if you saw that. Hold on. There you go. That one. I'm assuming I'm not allowed to look at that one. Yeah, no looky. No looky. I am gonna put it in a sleeve, but I'm not gonna look at it. That is so funny. We already have spoilers. Okay, we have... It's a Final Fantasy 14 card again. Oh, it's Dancer's Chakrams. That's fine. It's extended. And okay, Final Fantasy 6 is safe. We have Extended Art Cyan. Okay, that's neat. They're neato. Hee. On. Bruh. There we go. It's fine, chat. I am an expert. We have Final Fantasy 7. I've been doing this for a very long time, Ducksworth. I've been doing this for a very long time, and this might actually be the Tifa, by the way. Not only have I been doing this for a long time, I also used to run a store. Ah, it's the 4th Livestream's blessing. And Final Fantasy 6 we have... Oh, Extended Art Mog. Nice. They're neat. Day's neat. They should never have given us this power. I could not agree more, Secret Layer, but for entirely different reasons. Yeah, Kupo. Yeah, we're just doing the sample boosts. So these are Collector's Booster sample packs. You get one of these each with each of the decks. They're supposed to, like, incentivize people to try Collector's Boosters, because the Collector's Boosters are normally too expensive for people to just buy them normally. Because I think the Collector's Booster of these like $80 each or something stupid. Like, they cost almost as much as the deck. So these are the sample packs, to give you an idea of what the Collector's Boosters are like. There we go. And last but not least, we have another Final Fantasy XIV foil. Oh, Champions from Beyond. We had this one already. Extended art foil. Very nice. And a Final Fantasy X Tremel. Ah. Yeah, Collector's Boosters are very much for collectors, not for investors. Alright, well, that is a wrap. We have done what I set out to do this stream, and I am probably going to end stream in just a mo. Let me just sleeve up those goodies real quick, like. I do have some loose stuff back here. Back to here, Siege? No, back to bed. I need to wake up at 6 AM, remember? I need to wake up. Penny sleeves. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, that's because the Japanese got exclusive art. I think the Japanese got exclusive art in this one. That happens from time to time. I have been playing Dragoon, Trick. I've been playing Dragoon. I have been playing and enjoying Dragoon. Let's start by getting the mystery card out of the way. Not allowed to see what you are, but you need to go in a sleeve because you're a foil, and otherwise you're just gonna, you know, become a Pringle. Single and ready to Pringle. I'm gonna sandwich it between the others as well. I'm lucky. How so? Like, the big thing for me is I don't enjoy MMOs. There's no double-sided card? True. There are some double-sided cards, but they're in the set. This one's also foil? Yeah. Need to make sure the foils are together. You go there. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. And those go in my box because I don't currently have a file or anything. Other loose cards that I've gotten from the Doctor Who and the Fallout decks were pretty fun as well. We can look at them quick. Ultron Dominator, Branching Evolution, Powder Ganger, Steel Overseer, Hancock, Soul Ring. I'm happy with the Soul Ring. This is a really fun soul. The RMS Titanic, Lunar Hatchling, Confession Dial, Davros Dalek Creator, Crisis of Conscience, Tegan Jovanka, Missy, Rassilon the War President, Codsworth Handy Helper, and Ruinous Ultimatum. Bonk! And into the box you go, because I don't currently have a file. What are these again? Oh, I kept the... right, I kept the, I kept the rules cards. They're handy to have for stuff. They're handy to have for stuff. Okay, now how do I actually get this back in my drawer? I did not think that part through. My drawer was perfectly full before, and now it is overfull. This works. I got it. Now you know the rules. Like 30 times. True! And then I can squeeze in the dice bag there, probably? Yeah, which should be good. Okay. Let's go find someone to annoy. And then I have to clean up. Have dinner, and then attempt to crawl into bed. Yeah, alright. Let's raid out from this scene, why don't we? We'll raid out from here. Did y'all have fun? Did y'all have as much fun as I did? I love paper magic. I love paper magic so much. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. See who we can go and annoy. Who's still alive? That one earlier. That. Otherwise, there's also the options of... have I raided that way before? I feel like I haven't. I haven't. What the heck are they doing? I have no idea what that is, but sure, let's go do that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me today. We will be back again tomorrow. Regular fish time, same fish channel for the start of 13 Sentinels. It only took like a year and a half to get to it after being sent a whole ass Nintendo Switch to play it. You know, just 5 to 7 business days or something. That's how it works, right? But if I don't see y'all again, have yourselves a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night. Bye-bye. 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 Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.